Welcome back, my lovely subscriber. We're now on question 10 of our CKA hands on practice series, and this one is all about Kubernetes storage. Today, we're creating a custom storage class with a specific binding mode and making it the new default storage class for the cluster. This type of question appears very often in the CKA exam because it checks whether you understand PV/PVC lifecycle behavior and how Kubernetes chooses which storage class to use. The question read as: create a new storage class named low latency that uses the existing provisioner rancher.io slash local path. 2. Set the volume binding mode to whether first consumer, mandatory, or the score will be reduced. 3. Make the newly created storage class, low latency, the default storage class in the cluster. 4. Do not modify any existing deployments or persistent volume claims. If modified, the score will be reduced. Let's break it down and get it done quickly. Before touching the terminal, in Kubernetes, a storage class defines how persistent volumes are dynamically provisioned. The exam requires us to make a storage class with name, low latency provisioner, rancher.io slash local path, binding mode, wait for first consumer. Make it the default storage class. Also, do not edit any existing PVCs or deployments. If you modify existing workloads, you lose points. Wait from consumer means Kubernetes waits until the pod using the PVC is scheduled before choosing a node to bind storage. Important for topology and performance. So let's launch the scenario with our helper script at /root /setup underscore scenario underscore only dot sh10. And let's check existing storage classes with this command: kubectl get sc. You'll see at least one storage class already marked as default. We must change that without deleting the old one. So now let's create the low latency storage class. We apply a YAML file with the correct binding mode and provisioner. So we will create a file with VI and rush to Kubernetes documentation, search for storage class. This one, let's copy and head back to our working environment and paste. Then edit the minor adjustments necessary to accomplish this task. After we are done with our edit, save and quit. Then we apply the YAML file with kubectl apply-f command this. Now, let's verify with kubectl get storage class.
Doesn't mean I have to start all over what I was doing. I can
Then
imagine
look
this
for low
rubbish. This.
latency
This.
default. If our
Oh
new
my
storage
god.
class shows default, that's the exam requirement met. But that will not be the case because I did not experience that. Now, let's remove the default annotation from the old storage class. We are not allowed to delete the previous storage class, but we must remove its default annotation, so only ours is default. Let's find its name and patch it with this command kubectl patch sc local path -p. Metadata annotations storageclass.kubernetes.io/is default class photographic, and this is where you can get the patch command. Just head to K8s documentation and search for kubectl patch. This. Then edit the command to suit our task, just like this. You need to be careful while editing. If not, it will throw an error. After that, let's check again with kubectl get sc, and this time around, only low latency should now be default. Do not modify existing PVCs. The exam specifically warns, do not modify existing PVCs and not to modify existing deployments. So we skip this step. Now, let's check if our storage class looks correct with this command. kubectl get sc low latency -o YAML grep -e volume binding mode provisioner default. Once these fields match exactly, you're done. And that's question 10 complete. So, for a quick wrap up, you now know how to create a custom storage class, use WaitForFirstConsumer, set a new default storage class, safely patch the previous default. This question is short, straightforward, and easy points in the CKA exam if you understand storage class mechanics. Next up, we move to question 11, where we deal with logging sidecars, a super important real-world pattern. If you want to practice these CKA questions exactly the way I'm doing them in this video series, fast, clean, and exam ready, I've packaged everything for you into one complete zip bundle. Inside the file, you will get all the resources I use throughout this training, fully organized and ready to deploy into any Kubernetes environment. This bundle saves you hours of setup time and lets you focus only on mastering the hands-on exam tasks. Here's exactly what you'll receive when you download it. All 18 CKA scenario YAMLs, full scenario setup script, README for all 18 questions, detailed guide. Individual README files Q1 to Q18. Optional add-on full ingress gateway API migration files. Exam PDF references. Your complete CKA scenario practice guidebook, docx plus PDF. Bonus Google Doc index file. Who this bundle is for? CKA candidates preparing for exam day. Students practicing on Killer Coda, Minikube, or Kind. Engineers who want clean Kubernetes lab scenarios. Anyone building their own hands-on DevOps portfolio. Content creators teaching CKA concepts. Why you should get the bundle? Instead of wasting hours creating YAML files or rebuilding scenarios from scratch, you get everything pre-configured and ready to deploy. This is the exact same setup I use in my videos, the same files I demonstrate with, and the same structure that helped me pass the exam confidently. If you want to follow along one-to-one and practice with zero frustration, this bundle is made for you. You can download the full zip bundle directly from my website. Your support helps me continue creating these tutorials, labs, and exam guides so we can all grow together in this DevOps journey. Start practicing like a real CKA candidate. Get the full setup now and follow along with the next questions.
Let's build the future. One line of code, one dream at a time. From the cloud to the console, the rhythm flows. Innovation.